Your Manitowoc walk-in and refrigeration system has been engineered to give you many years of trouble-free operation. However, as with any other piece of equipment, proper care and maintenance are crucial to the longevity of the walk-in. The following video shows how basic care can ensure that your walk-in always performs at its very best. Your walk-in system is essentially an oversized refrigerator or freezer consisting of three main components. These include the condensing unit. This is a large box located outside of the walk-in, typically on the roof of the building. The evaporator unit. This is the large rectangular box with several fans mounted inside, typically hanging from the ceiling of the walk-in. And the walk-in room itself, made from foam insulated panels that are mechanically locked together to form an airtight seal. Other components of the walk-in can include doors, strip curtains, ramps, and shelving. To clean the walls of the walk-in, use a soft, damp cloth with a mild detergent and hot water. Be sure to dry the panels completely and never use a power washer or hose to spray down the walls. This can cause damage to the panels along with ice buildup and slippery floors. Periodically check the door gasket for wear and cleanliness. A tight door seal is very important in order to keep the warm, moist air from entering the cooler or freezer. You can wipe down the gasket with a clean cloth in the same manner as the cooler or freezer walls. Be sure to dry the gasket completely. It is recommended that you replace the gasket once a year. Regularly check to ensure the proper closing of the door. Make sure the door closure is catching the strike normally. If the strike becomes bent, the door may fail to fully close and may actually force the door back open. The door should seal tightly all the way around and the latch should secure the door shut. The door sweep should be monitored to ensure contact with the threshold and not allow light or air to enter the walk-in. Adjust the sweep by loosening the mounting screws and lowering or raising the sweep as necessary. The sweep should not cause the door to drag or make it difficult to swing open and close. Make sure there are no obstructions down at the threshold that could snag or tear the door sweep. Light should not be visible when looking around the door from either the inside or outside of the walk-in. A tight seal at the bottom of the door, as well as completely around the door, is crucial in keeping the warm, moist air out of the walk-in. If gaps are allowed anywhere along the door seal, the result will be ice formation and premature failure of the refrigeration system. In addition, air infiltration can increase energy costs and expose employees to safety hazards entering or exiting the walk-in. Check the interior of the walk-in for missing plug buttons to prevent moisture from entering the insulation inside the panels. Extra plug buttons were provided in the hardware box at the time of delivery of your walk-in. Make certain there are no boxes or product stacked within 2 feet of any side of the evaporator to allow air to flow properly. Check all insulation on refrigeration and drain lines for tears or missing pieces. In freezers, the heat tape should be warm to the touch to prevent the lines from freezing. Report missing insulation immediately, as this could lead to severe icing and damage to the system. A few things to look for in order to take care of the evaporator include: drain lines can get plugged with ice or debris, causing water to back up and freeze in the drain pan. Clean the coils as needed with a soft cloth or stiff brush, as they can get covered with paper, grease, or dirt, so check them frequently. Be careful not to damage the copper fins on the back of the evaporator. If the fins become bent, this can result in restricted airflow and failure of the evaporator. To clean the condenser unit's coils, we suggest using a solution such as Calgon Corporation's CalClean 41352 or equal. Prior to cleaning, straighten any bent fins. This will allow the cleaner to penetrate the surface better. The cleaning solution should be applied liberally to entering air and leaving air surfaces of the finned area in accordance with the label directions. Rinse with a garden hose until the water runs clear. Under no circumstances should an acid-based cleaner be used. This will react with and destroy the aluminum fins. Power washers are discouraged since they can greatly damage the finned surface. To operate the cam locks, insert a 5/16 hex wrench through the access hole in the panel interior skin and into the hex opening in the fastener. Turn the wrench clockwise approximately 3/4 of a turn to put the cam hook into the locked position. To test for thermometer accuracy, use a mixture of crushed ice and water mixed to form a slush. Place the thermometer bulb in the mixture and check the reading. The thermometer should read approximately 32 degrees Fahrenheit. If not, recalibrate as follows. Remove the face cover of the thermometer. The cover will either screw off or pry off. Care must be taken not to break or damage the cover. Carefully hold the pointer. Insert a screwdriver into the pointer slot and slowly turn clockwise for a lower temperature or counterclockwise for a higher temperature. Carefully reinstall the face of the thermometer. Care must be exercised when recalibrating thermometers as low voltage current carrying parts are exposed. To begin, remove the probe from the holding clip on the interior of the walk-in, as well as the two screws holding the thermometer to the exterior. Pull the thermometer out of the junction box just enough to access the adjustment screw. Place the probe in a solution of water and ice for approximately 5 minutes. Using a small screwdriver, turn the adjusting screw until the readout indicates 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Finally, replace the thermometer and temperature probe and apply sealant around the grommet of the interior of the walk-in if necessary. To set the high and low limit alarms, begin by removing the two screws holding the alarm to the panel. Pull the alarm out of the junction box far enough to access the adjusting controls. Set the switch to high limit programming mode. Using a small screwdriver, turn high limit adjustment screw until display reads the desired temperature. Next, set the switch to low limit programming mode. Turn the low limit adjusting screw until the display reads the desired temperature. Finally, set the switch to sensor indicator mode. This causes the thermometer to read the temperature of the sensor, which is also the interior temperature of the walk-in. If you want the audio alarm to silence for 30 minutes instead of 4 minutes, cut the alarm silencer wire. If you have a technical problem with your walk-in unit, you will need to locate the serial number tag just inside the door on the wall of the walk-in. There you will find the serial number and service phone number to call for assistance. The following care tips can help add years of life to your walk-in. Never leave the door propped open longer than necessary, as this allows warm, moist air to enter the walk-in and cause frosting or icing conditions. Make sure the door sweep makes contact with the threshold. There should be no light or air entering underneath the door. The door should seal tightly all the way around. Do not stack product or boxes within 2 feet of the evaporator on all sides. This will ensure proper airflow and keep the evaporator clean and free from ice. Do not wash down the walk-in panels with hoses, power washers, or any harsh chemicals. This can cause severe icing, which in turn can damage the walk-in panels as well as pose a serious safety hazard. Be sure and refer to your installation and operation manuals that came with your walk-in frequently for additional maintenance and troubleshooting information. A copy of these may be obtained by calling the service number on your serial number tag. With proper care, your new walk-in will provide you with many years of trouble-free service.